Hello, welcome to another video. This is your host, Brian Paris. Today, we're going to be making an AI video. And if you don't know what an AI video is, join the club because I don't know how this is going to turn out either. But this is a behind the scenes of my first test of making a video for part of my new Bridges project. In that project, I record um, a documentary. And then I also use the themes that come up in that documentary as part of a narrative or experimental film that has those same themes but is made completely by AI. So yesterday I recorded um, a piece about my project and my year of my yearly theme that I have this year called the Year of Exploration. So this year I'm going to be exploring things. So I'm going to use that as the theme for the documentary that I made yesterday. It's not really a documentary, it was just me doing a video post, but we're just pretending here because I want to learn how to do this. So this is a learning process. So today I'm going to be taking that theme of exploration and turning it into a video. So I'm just going to show the basic things and we're going to get started. So here we go. I'm using Whisper to do the audio, and then for the recording, I'm using Ecamm for anybody who likes that tech stuff behind the scenes. And right now we're in ChatGPT, and I'm going to talk to ChatGPT. Hello, ChatGPT. Today we are going to be making the basics of a AI movie. And in order to do that, we are going to need some image prompts from you. Let's see what it has to say. All right, they love it. Image prompts for an AI movie. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. There's all this stuff, aspect ratio. What can we tell it? We'll give it some basic ideas. The theme of this movie is going to be uh, exploration. And I want it to be an experimental film. I don't care what the style is, the visual style, but I want it to be consistent across the images. This is going to be an image-based film, so we're not going to do any video like motion. We're just going to use image after image. So what I want is that, and the aspect ratio is going to be 16:9. And what else are you looking for? The main subject will just be um, whatever you think it should be. The topic is going to be exploration. So the main theme is going to be exploration. So I just want um, to know first, how many image prompts do you think I'll need to make a 30 to 60-second video? All right, that is very clear. I don't know if it was very clear, but at least ChatGPT says I know what I'm doing. Okay, short answer. So it looks like we'll need 12 to 40 images. How about we do, how about we do 30 images? 30 images, that seems like a good place to go. It's telling me 24, so hey, let's go with that. Let's let AI make the decisions on this. And let's go back to the unknown discovery. Oh, that's 3-act structure. It seems like it knows what it's doing for screenwriting. And important one master. Okay. Do I need a human presence? Um, I don't know. Let me ask AI. Hello, AI. You asked if I need a human presence or not, and you wanted to know the tone of exploration. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to ask you, what do you think about humans in this? It doesn't need to be a narrative film, it can just be sort of experimental. And for the tone, I want it to be more of the curiosity and more of a learning thing, and not desperate, not dangerous, um, nothing scary or anything like this. This is the beginning of a new exploration into amazing things. Okay, let's see what it says. Our information humans, but not about humans. Okay. Humans are small, the world is larger than the observer. Okay. I would avoid faces. Okay. Figures seen from behind. Okay. Not all of these things. Question, not the answer, a pause, not a punchline, an invitation to look closer. What I suggest we lock in next and why no humans at all, pure discovery, minimal humans, or single anonymous characters. What do you think we should do? I think we're going to go with um, let's do three. Let's do a single anonymous character. Let's do option three with a single anonymous observer. Okay, we've got the core concept. We've got this going, visual style, experimental, filmic still. Okay. Never show a clear face, never shade direct eyes. Okay, this will work. Oh, it's got everything written out. Nice, nice, nice. All these things are done. Editing note, hold early images slightly longer. Okay, so it's telling me how to edit this later. I don't know if I'll get to editing today, but we will find out. Let me tell it what it's going to do. I am going to be using Gemini's Nano Banana to create the images, and I would be happy if you could give me the prompts that would be perfect for that, and make sure they're 16 by 9 and whatever else you think needs to be in those prompts. Okay, it's got a style. It's got 24 Gemini optimized image prompts. Two. Oh, and it looks like it's already made them. Oh, it's making them, making more, making more. And here we go. Respond well in plain language and photographic clarity. Um, I don't think I need to do any of that. I'm just going to start copying and pasting because, hey, that's what I do. This is an experiment. So let's experiment. So here's a copy. And then I've got a N8N workflow set up. I'm not great with N8N, but I do know how to create images. And I have this set up to use Nano Banana. I put in a chat message, and then it creates a couple of images for me, and then I get to choose the one I want. So the chat message will be what we copied from the last one. So I'm going to paste it in here, and it's going to start making images. While it's doing that, I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to copy the second one. And we're going to go back to here and see how we're doing. We have the first one done. So I'm going to double click there. And let's view that. Oh, okay. What do we think of this? I don't know. I think it's okay. We're going to download that just so we have a bunch of these ready. Here's the second one. We have view that. Oh, I like that one a lot better. We'll go back. We'll download that one. So we have a couple of these already done. So I'm going to go back and paste that. Get it started. Go back for image 3. When I actually make movies doing this later on, I'll probably have a lot more discerning views, and I want things to be better, and I want things to go in certain directions. But for this one, I'm just kind of letting AI do what it wants and seeing where it takes us. So we will see if it makes anything useful out of this. Back to list, download, and I've already copied the third one. So here we go. I'm going to start on that, and we're going to go and do this again. I am going to show you this. And we're going to view. Well, that's nice. Completely different setting, but it's interesting. Download. And then we'll go here and view that. Oh, nice. Everything's looking kind of interesting. Did we copy 4? We did. I'm going to paste this in, but from now on, I am going to probably speed this up so you don't have to sit here and watch me do this copy and pasting for the next 20 of these. So I'll be showing this, but it will be in high speed. And I'll come back to regular speed in a while. Talk to you later. Okay, I'm going to be back for a second. If you may have noticed, I am creating 2 images for each of these prompts. And the reason for this is I've noticed that sometimes I get more variation, and sometimes that's a good thing. So this is just to add 2 choices to when I go to edit. Sometimes I'll do a bunch of them and choose the best out of 20. or something like that. So let's see what we get. And as you can see, here we go. This one's got a little time code in, or like a date and time. I don't know if I'd ever want that, but hey, you never know. And here's this, and we will view it. See, no date and time, so I'll use this one probably. Go back, download it, and I don't think I copied the image prompt. And I'll put it in here, and we are good to go. And I'll speed this up again until probably we get the end. And here we are back again. And I am just copying this last prompt. So this is shot number 23 that's currently being generated now. So we'll see where it's at. I don't know if you've been paying close attention, but some of these have been good, some have been bad, some have had text, some have had just images. Not sure what I'm going to be using, but yeah, it's been a fun experiment. Closure. This seems like a nice ending panel. I don't know what I'm going to do next because I still have one more image that needs to be made. So this is the last one. This will be image 24, and I have 2 images per prompt, so I have 48 images. So this is the image part of things. And next, I'm going to have AI help me with other things. Oh, I kind of like this little boot thing with nobody there. I wonder what the next image will be like. Oh, it's a thing with nobody there. Yeah, I kind of like that. Oh, and here's something you can do um, if you don't like the 2 images you got, you can just go ahead and run them again and get a couple more. Um, there's probably an easier way to do this where I could just type all of them in and copy and paste and have a workflow that would just spit them all out at the end. But we're just experimenting here and having fun and seeing what we could do. And we'll go back to build better workflows. Oh yeah, and this is N8N. It's just a workflow um, piece of software. If you like that and want to learn more about that, maybe that's something I could work on next time. Um, okay, so I think I got that one, and I don't know if I downloaded that one. So there we go. We've got all of our images, and I did the last prompt twice. So now I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to talk to the chat GPT, and we're going to go on to the next step. Thank you for all those prompts. I have all of those images created and downloaded. But the second part of a great film is the audio. So, first, I would like a narration track that I can add to this. Can you please give me a script for narration that I can run along with these? And that's just because maybe I'll put those uh, into like 11 labs or something like that, and I'll create a script out of it. Performance notes. Oh, nice. What's it say? We begin by looking, not to arrive anywhere, but to notice where we are. Exploration doesn't always mean distance. Sometimes it means attention, to stand still long enough for the world to reveal its patterns. Light moves, surfaces speak, space holds memory. We learn by observing, not by talking or not by taking, not by naming too quickly. Each step forward is also a pause. Curiosity doesn't demand answers, it asks better questions. And in the asking, the unfamiliar becomes welcoming, the vast becomes approachable. Exploration is not about what we find, but how we learn to see it. To me, that sounds like a bunch of AI slop. So maybe we can make that better. But maybe that's just me. I was screenwriter for many years. I got an MFA in screenwriting, so I kind of expect better from that. But we'll see if the Chat GPT can give us a better version. Hey, Mr. Chat GPT, that was kind of nice, but what I want is better, a better script. I want it to sound amazing and not sort of generic. Can you make this into a more thematic based script, something that will get people to think and maybe inspire them to explore themselves? Okay, let's see if this one gives us a better one. And again, this is the basic get to and pick the one you like better. Um, and maybe this isn't what things are for. And I'm using ChatGPT. Other people prefer like Claude for writing based things, but we'll experiment. We got time. This is just the beginning. So here we are. Before we decide where to go, we have to decide how to look. Exploration doesn't begin with movement; it begins with attention. To step into the unfamiliar is not to conquer it, but to listen long enough to be changed by it. The world is always offering more than what we are prepared to notice. Okay, but by now, deeply, we allow ourselves to see. Okay, that seems better. I'm going to go with that. Um, and the last part is music. So I'm going to ask Mr. ChatGPT for a music prompt. Hello, Mr. ChatGPT. I would like to create some music for this, but I'm going to be using an AI based music maker called Suno. And I would like you to create a prompt that I can use on Suno to give me a instrumental music track that I can use as the background behind the narration. Okay, and we'll see what this does. Describe the mood. Here we go. Let's do this. And I'll open up Suno. Song description. And inspiration. Don't know where I can type in tags. I'm not super familiar with Suno. I just started using it, so we'll see what we can make out of it. And I wanted instrumental, so I checked that. And we're um, going to create. Description is too long. So that's good to know. Hey, Mr. Chat. The description is too long, so I'm not able to put that into Suno. Could you make a shorter version of it? Here we go. Totally fair. I don't need ultra compact. We'll use this one. And we will not go there. We will go to here. We will get rid of that. And we will put that in. And we will press create. And now it's creating two different things. And we will see what it makes for us. As you saw, it gave me something that was too long, so that was not usable. So I had to go back and type that in again. So we will see what this comes up with. So I'm going to listen to the first one here. Okay, that was, I thought that sounded fine. It'll be in the background, it'll be pretty low, so that'll probably work. Let's see what this other one gives. So, by default, it gives you two options, which follows along with what I like. And I like to have two options. So we're going to go here. Okay, I think I kind of like that one a little bit better than the first one. But we'll see what we got. And also, before I started this, I just wanted to play around. Those I just wrote like a chamber ensemble, and I put that in there. So that is music. So if we go back to here, let us see if we need anything else. Hello, Mr. ChatGPT. I now have photos that I'm going to assemble in an editing program. I have a narrative that I am going to do voiceover for, and I have music. Do I need anything else before I get started? Okay, what's it say? A clear editing intention. This film invites the viewer to slow down and relearn how to look. A pacing plan. Okay, slower, quicker, slower. Seems good. One audio narration is better than silence, is better than music. Music is never the lead. Okay. Opening and closing, how to start, black. Image, then voice, or image, silence, and voice. How it ends, last image only, environment plus music, one final line of narration, then silence. No title at the start, optional title at the end or none at all. Color and consistency chart. I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to let it go. Optional but powerful, slight breath in the narration, a cut that lingers just a beat too long, a moment of silence. Okay, the final question before you export. Does this film ask the viewer to consume or to pay attention? If the answer is pay attention, you're done. Okay. Well, you don't need effects, text overlays, anything crazy like that. Excellent. So now we're going to do some finishing up work. Hello, Mr. ChatGPT. In order to finish this up, I would like to have a thumbnail for this behind the scenes video, and I would like to have a thumbnail for the finished film. Could you give me 2 prompts that will give me the thumbnail for this video and the thumbnail for the finished film video? I figure since we're doing all of this as AI based things, we might as well let it make our thumbnail and everything for us. We'll see what we can get. This is for the behind the scenes video. So we're going to put this back into our N8N workflow. And then we're going to get the finished film prompt. And see what it can do. And we're going to view this. Okay, so that looks scary as hell. Okay, we'll go with that, or we'll go with the other one. We'll see what it goes with. That looks a little less scary. Yeah, like that one a little bit better. And then we will, did I already copy that? I did copy that, so we're going to go here. We're going to paste and get that started. I'm going to go back here. What else does it say? Well, how about we do a thing? One last thing. Could you give me a title and description for each of these videos? And that should give us what they need. I'll come back to that. Let's look. This is going to be the thumbnail for the finished video. I really like that. That's a good cinematic thing. It's a good picture. I like it. I think that's strong. And here is the second one. That's a lot further. That's pretty. And now we'll go back and see what it says. The behind the scenes video, making an experimental AI film about exploration. Cool. Exploration is learning how to see. Sweet. So it looks like I've got everything done. So now comes the fun part. I get to assemble this. I'm going to assemble that on my own, and then I will post the finished video probably tomorrow or within the next few days. Thank you so much for following along. Hit me up in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions. Or if you're doing something on your own that's similar to this, I'd love to see what other people are doing and maybe talk to you about it. So thank you very much.